Alright guys, today we are going to be reacting to Lady Defense, men from Misandrist, witch who takes advantage of ill men. Let's jump in.
Men were created to provide. That's literally it. Doesn't matter if you consider yourself a fin sub or not. I stand by that.
Wow.
That's all men are good for is,
Providing.
in your view, is to provide.
It maybe make me laugh every now and then, but I think I'm funnier, so.
Men
Wow.
Men created this table, them chairs. They fight in the wars for us.
Women do that too.
You really think women are on the front lines? Like really?
Erroneous.
I don't know. I'm not in the military.
You honestly think if a man were to get shot in the front lines, a woman would be able to pick up his body and take him to safety?
No, I don't. I'm
So
just
then-
saying that you're like kind of erasing the fact that there are women that
No, I
do
never
stuff
said
like
that. I never said there aren't women, but honestly, do you
can't
ever
put the
see a
microwave on
woman
and fuck up
construction worker, a woman on the skyscraper building cleaning the windows? Do you ever see a
I mean,
woman
I've
fixing
never-
a car? Do you ever see a woman
Yeah, I
out
have.
on the
No,
streets
I
working
don't
on
know
the
that
pavement?
all
You
those
never
are
see
fair.
that.
My
I see
mom's a
women.
woodworker. Like,
There you go with
Depending.
the
I think you see
exception.
it more and more.
But
I
especially
agree,
now.
I agree generally with what you're saying.
Women choose to be in different, like, easier job titles. Teachers. I'm not saying being a nurse is easy,
Teaching's
but
not
I'm-
easy.
teaching's
That's
very
pretty
hard.
easy.
Teaching is
It's
not.
a very safe, easy job. Men have to. Men don't really have a choice. They have to do these hard jobs because who else is going to do it? We're not going to actually choose to be an electrician. We're just not. We're just not.
I don't know.
If you had to choose between being an electrician or being an at-home wife, you're going to be an at-home wife and get taken care of. We all know this.
I think it's also a lot of how like men and women are raised. Like
Yeah.
men
Oh
are
my
just
God,
taught to
here they
fix things
cope.
and stuff like that. Whereas like maybe
Really?
some girls are too. I mean,
But
my dad
that
taught me how to
doesn't
fix a
stop
lot
us,
of
though.
things. It doesn't stop us, but
We
I'm
can
saying
still definitely do it, but we're not going to choose to do it.
it's also not instilled in us from a young age. Like
Ah.
it's what comes more naturally.
That's
to
so
them.
not
Well, I
true.
don't think you should generalize that. Like, maybe you don't, and I personally don't want to do those jobs. I'm not going to lie, but
And most,
there are women that do fix cars, that do woodwork, that do build stuff,
Wow,
that
yeah.
do fight in the military. So, I mean, come on.
I don't
When it
think
comes to harder jobs, men do that. Would you, like, honestly, if I were to choose between a man or a woman to babysit my child, I would choose a woman. We just have, like, there's certain things I would trust women to do better than men.
Well, sure.
And men better to do.
hey,
Oh, she's
Nick, can
making-
you go into the infographics
she's making a good argument here.
tab? It's just called Dangerous Jobs 1. Go ahead, Kay, continue.
Oh, no, I was just going to say that when it comes to, like, certain job titles, I mean, we would trust women to do certain things versus men. I mean, I would trust a man to save me if someone were to break into my house. I mean, I know how to shoot a gun, but I'd rather a man try to jump in front of the bullet besides myself. I mean...
I
and then,
agree with that,
like,
but
a
also,
cop-
who do you think's breaking into your house, a man or a woman?
A man, but who else are we gonna need to, like, get rid of that guy? Like, I mean, not everyone.
Wow, that's Misandrist.
I just think
Wow, the Misandrist is real, man. This one. Buckle up, boys. Buckle up, because the Misandrist on this one is real.
pretty stupid to just assume, to just think that men and women are on the
Wow.
same level. We're just not. We're not equal.
I never
and there's
said
nothing
that,
wrong with
though. I never said that they were on the same level. I just said that it is capable that women can do this stuff.
It is, but I mean, you wouldn't. You'd prefer a man to protect you. Realistically, we all would. A man would rather prefer a man to protect them.
Interesting. Andrew is listening. I love that.
Sorry.
Very, very
That's your
composed.
take on it.
But I mean,
Do you have it?
isn't it your take too? Honestly, because aren't you just
All
kind of
right,
pointing to outliers?
so...
Saying because there's
Yeah.
outliers, there's exceptions to the rule. Doesn't mean that
Yo,
there's
Robert
no rule.
Tanner, thank you for the gift of 50 memberships. Nick, go ahead, pull it up. Thank you, Robert Tanner. I mean, these are the top 20 most dangerous U.S. occupations. So if you look at the far right, the percentage male, logging workers, fishing workers, aircraft pilots, roofers, refuse collectors, truck drivers, iron and steel workers, farmers and ranchers, agricultural workers, recyclable material workers, mining, landscaping, construction workers, cement and concrete manufacturing, electrical, power line workers, police, maintenance and repair workers, taxi drivers, chauffeurs, support activities for mining. These are
Now let's.
And everything that you need from a societal standpoint to make this thing run. Every job that is so important to make the society move is held by men. We need all this. We need logging workers. Why? Because we need woods. Fishing worker to provide. Aircraft pilot to just go one country to another. Roofer, we want protection in our house, cover it. You know, a lot of these men, we need these jobs.
Let's get in let's get into that even more.
There you go.
So
Look at her.
bring that back up real quick, Nick. If you look at taxi drivers and chauffeurs, you'll note that in comparison to most of that chart, there's actually quite a few more women than you would think. But why would that be? If you had to guess why women would enter into that occupation to the point where it would drop it from the 95 percentile down to 85%, why do you think that would be? Just for that particular career?
I don't have a guess for that. I don't know.
Do you think maybe it's because driving's really fucking easy and the barrier to entry is really low to just drive?
I mean, I think there's more to it than driving.
Well, let's see.
But
Let's look at the rest of the chart.
Kids.
If you were to go over, for instance, to roofing, you see how that's 98.3% and fishing workers 99.9%. Do you say that those have a massive barrier to entry based on physical qualities, characteristics, and knowledge versus driving a taxi?
I mean, sure, it's a
Yes.
different profession.
Right. So the thing is that even in these professions where you see that men are not in this 90th percentile, you see the barrier for entry physically would be far, far, far less, and that's why. So that's why these distinctions, when you point out outliers of women can sometimes do X, nobody disagrees that women can sometimes do X, but most women cannot do X.
And also because we have children. I mean, a lot of the times where who else is going to bring, like, if we have kids that we have to take care of, we're not going to be able to go mining or do any of the stuff the guys are doing.
Yeah,
'Cause
that's
they have
fair.
to get out and do it. We have to take care of the kids. So there's...
But didn't
Ah,
I just say
she's-
that men are
she's making good
providers,
points.
so they should be doing these jobs? Like, it shouldn't, like, I mean, if a woman wants to, by all means,
Then
go
she
for it.
can.
But I'm just saying, men are providers, so go do that job. Go learn a trade. Go do something, you know?
Well, you said that that's all they're good for.
Yeah.
And what are you good for?
A lot of things.
Like,
Okay, yeah, let's go. Okay, let's go. Let's go. Let's go. That's a great question. Great question. Put it back on them. Let's see.
I'm funny. I'm smart.
demonstrated that yet.
Okay. Well,
Qualities
I'm a
of either
musician. I
funny or smart.
dance.
You
The
dance?
list, yeah, the list goes on and on.
What a great quality. You can dance. What do you bring to the table, though?
What do I bring to the table?
Yeah.
I'm smart.
The chat,
I'm
Nick.
funny. I'm attractive.
You're not,
I
you're
have
not.
talent.
Nah.
What talent in?
I just said I'm a musician. I dance.
Wow.
What music do you play?
I play a lot of different music.
Like?
I play my guitar, so
Wow,
I play like
let's just
There's
put
an
alt
applause.
applause
rock.
here. Can you play a tune and show us how
I-
talented you are?
I don't want to do that.
Don't want to?
I mean, I
But you're an
could.
amazing goddess, talented goddess.
I am talented,
Oh.
but I also don't really want to like serenade a bunch of people that didn't
I
ask
don't-
to be
I
serenaded.
don't know if men are so useless that their only job is to be providing for you. It sounds like you're just a typified eater. Like, I don't know what you're really bringing to the table. You're just kind of consuming resources, right?
Damn, that was
What
straight
does
up.
that even mean?
Can you at least
Consume-
cook?
It means
Yeah, I can cook,
it
actually.
means
I'm a really great
It means I
cook.
don't know what you're doing.
I can cook. I
to
know how
build-
to. I mean,
help
if you want to
assist with
hear
the building of society.
the answer that I could be domesticated and I can
Wow.
cook and clean and do all that, I can. I can.
No, that's not what I'm asking. What I'm asking is what value are you bringing to society?
Into society. Like nurses do. I mean,
By being me, I don't.
Dentist.
By
I don't
being
know.
you, I'm enough.
I am enough.
Ah, wow. The delusional, huh? This is what happened with a bunch of simps. Inflates the ego of a four. This is what happened, folks. This is what happens. She think all these things, and here, let me just be fair. The reason she think that she's enough is because the feedback that she's receiving in her little group. This is what happened. She probably was the little dark girl, old school kind of thing, the little gothic girl, you know, a little mystic. She's that kind of person, but she developed to a place where now she's spewing misandrists and stuff. Like literally telling guys that that's the all you are good for only providing. That's what you are. That's what you are good for. That's it. She's telling that to the man, while at the same time she cannot provide anything. I think there's a little bit of projection here. I would love to see Andre if he can get a little bit more insight into this conversation. Let's see.
Let's do the rest of the tweets.
How many are we doing?
Just a few.
Let's do them all.
Yeah, let's do all.
Let's put this bigger. Can you read it?
Life is always better when you have a male punching bag to whenever you need it.
And
Oh,
you're
wow.
referencing these mentally ill men that you take advantage of.
These are
Mentally ill.
recent.
Yeah,
Huh?
these are
This is
recent.
These are
Yeah.
so
Oh,
recent.
yeah, yeah.
That was a few days ago.
Yeah.
Wow.
Go on.
Pull that one up again, one more time.
Wow, that's
Just
crazy.
Also, you got to
Specifically, or
fix
just
I
like
mean,
one
you have
guy-
to understand
one
this
guy
is
really
a
got from it.
account that's based on kink, like them. So I mean,
But
I
do
mean,
you
this
do you
is-
actually
Is this
mean
like
it, or is it
networking
like
purposes?
Is it yeah, exactly. Is it
Oh, this is just
networking
work, or do you actually really think that?
yeah?
I mean, I can't really answer that.
Ah, so she does. In my opinion, yeah, I think she does.
Yeah, sure. Sometimes I say stuff that might have a little bit of truth behind it, but also, I mean, this is a job for me too. So
Uh huh.
you're playing into the kink a little bit.
So is that the character you're playing, or is that you?
I mean, I don't really think I play a character. I am me. And
Ah,
Sure.
that's you. Okay, we got it.
Pull that same one up again, real quick. Male punching bag to abuse. So when you say to abuse, how do you abuse your male punching bags?
I punch them.
Oh, like physically?
I mean, I've like kicked a guy in the balls and he's enjoyed it. So yeah.
Wow.
Man, I'm sorry, guys. There's so many simps, man. I have a theory about that. When guys are in very submissive state like that, when they like to be kicked, you know, it's a little you want to be extinct. It's like the universe literally tell you that we don't need your genes, man. That's what the universe is doing. That's why you like it. You're agreeing with the universe that you should be a submissive bastard. Just to put it that way, man. My God. Oh, let me know what you guys think. But this is getting into a very interesting conversation. So you have a very high misandrist perception on man. Very high. I'll see you in the next one, folks.